I was like 9 or 10 when this incident happened. At the time, I was visiting my family members from Ecuador in the summer. I stayed over at my grandma's house during the visit. The internet would be so weak to the point where I wouldn't even be able to use my tablet, so I resorted to playing Pokemon or Mario 3D on my blue Nintendo. One particular night, when me and my cousins came back from going to the mall, I was taking pictures of myself with the 3DS in one of the rooms on the second floor. It had a cabinet that had a mirror on the door, so I took the pictures from there. I was having fun decorating the images with flowers and hearts, until I noticed something behind me in the image. It was blurry but clear that there was a dark figure standing in the corner of the room. Also, I knew there was nothing there that could have been what I saw in the image, like a black jet or a suitcase. So I looked to the next picture, but this time the figure had hollow eyes almost looking like a skull. What made it disturbing was that it was actually closer to me this time. That's when I quickly got out the room and was about to go downstairs when I heard soft footsteps coming from the hallway. I didn't even go investigating, I just got the fuck down from there. Luckily, my mom and grandma were just in front of the stairs as I got down, and I immediately told them what happened. I showed them both the images on my 3DS, and I saw that they were both disturbed by it. They are both religious and took the image as a demonic presence, so they told me to delete the picture, and I did. I kinda wish that I didn't as proof, but it wouldn't really matter anyway, cause not long after, my 3DS burned out and broke. One thing that was weird was what Grandma said after telling me to delete the images. She told me and my mom that she would hear footsteps coming from the upstairs when she was home alone. Now that I'm 17, I definitely believe that there was some kind of demonic presence in that room when I was younger. This paranormal experience happened to me a couple of years ago, so here it is. This experience happened at night, by the way. I was going to my kitchen to grab something to eat from my fridge because I was feeling hungry and I needed something to snack on. Right before I was about to switch the light on of the kitchen, however, I had my eyes locked on the TV that was in the other room. I saw a black, kind of human-like figure standing right there in the entrance of the doorway where the TV was, and was blocking the view of the TV. So, right when I turned that light on, the figure moved its head away from the TV and looked at me, and then it just vanished to thin air in a split second. It was there for a second, and then it was gone as soon as I turned the light on in the kitchen. I stood there confused, thinking of what on earth I just saw. Also, the black figure had no facial features or any kind of feature at all. It was just a pure black figure. So this experience happened a few years ago when I was a kid, so here it is. It was still daylight outside and the light was on in my living room. My family was out doing stuff while they let me stay at home and watch TV. I was on the couch watching whatever was on TV when I for some reason looked to my left to find a girl standing there. The way she looked visually is impossible to describe, but I'll try my best to describe it as best as I possibly can. Her entire body looked as if it was dark, as if she was somehow in a dark spot with barely any light around her, but it kinda looked light enough around her that I could describe some details about her. She had black hair that covered her face that made it look like the girl from The Grudge or Ring. Her skin looked deadly pale, as if she has been dead for a while, and her clothes she had on were pajamas, like underwear and a tank top. All she did was stand there and stare at me, while I looked at her horrified. She was scaring me so bad that I had to look away for a second, but then when I glanced back, she was gone. She vanished into thin air in a split second. I never saw her again after that, and I hope I will never see her again.